Welcome back, Latino. Welcome to another episode of Latino Welcome Podcast. We have a good one for you today. We're going to be talking about Danny Trejo's story, a.k.a. Machete, Make sure you're liking, sharing, and most importantly, subscribing as we're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. I also want to invite you all to check out our website, LatinoWorldClub.com, where I post articles on politics and finance. You can sign up for our newsletter today. If you go in the description, you'll see a link to our Discord. There's 47 like-minded individuals talking about building generational wealth, fitness, sometimes even just bullshitting. Make sure to join today. But without further ado, this is your host, Sam Peen, behind the scenes.
Hey, Z.
How you doing, bro?
Good, man. How about you?
Good. Do you know who Danny Trejo is?
I do.
Yeah, he's pretty notorious guy, huh?
Pretty popular, I
think he's really known for that tattoo on his stomach.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
The girl, I think it is. But Danny Trejo, bro, he's Mexican-American. His parents are Mexican immigrants. And he was born in May 16th, 1944 in Maywood, California. But he was raised in Echo Parque, Los Angeles. His parents, Dionoso, or Dan Trejo, and Alice Rivera were Mexican immigrants. And his Mexican heritage is pretty much showing in his career, and I think he really represents the Chicano culture. Would you agree or would you disagree, AZ?
I think I agree for sure.
When he was growing up, he did face challenges in his environment. Growing up in Echo Parque, he was around crime, drugs, and limited opportunities. And this is how Trejo, being an addict and stuff like that, being in the hood, he was, in and out of prison. So in the 1960s, he did a lot of time in prison, in and out, and including time in San Quentin State Prison, where he became a championship boxer, winning titles in the lightweight and featherweight divisions. He also joined a sobriety 12-step program to get, clean and get credits and transforming his life, to get out of prison. And then that's where he pretty much, developed a resilience and mentally tough mindset to really succeed in, later in his career. This is when, he got out, he came out more disciplined. He came out more mentally tough. And he had a turning point in 1985 on the set of Runaway Train as a boxing coach. So he was in Machete during this time. He wasn't really, making big roles yet. But he ended up landing a small role, marking the beginning of his acting career. Although he is also, pretty much always known as the anti-hero, the villain, in over 400 films and TV shows. The most notable are going to be Heat in 1995, Desperado in 1995, Dusk Until Dawn in 1996, and then, as we all know him, Machete in 2010 and Machete Kills in 2013. I think his distinctive look and raw talent is really what set him apart, bro. And I think the personality and vibe he gives off, bro, he gives off that villain vibe. You know what I'm saying? And then, pretty much after his Hollywood success and, being in and out of prison, he ended up becoming an entrepreneur. Starting Trejo's Tacos and Trejo's Coffee and Donuts. I think what better way to say you're Mexican American than to have a taco stand and then ¿quién te va a decir no a un cafecito con pan? Come on, man. That's the most Mexican thing you could do. But, I think him creating his brand and celebrating the Mexican heritage and his community here in LA, us Chicanos, I feel like he is a symbolism of what could be done. If you turn your life around, if you grow a resilient and mentally tough mind to really see succeed. We'll do that again. To really see success in your life. He came out of prison, he was in and out, and there's rumors that he was really involved in the Mexican mafia, back in the day. He still came out without, looking back and really changing his life with Hollywood, and then eventually his entrepreneurial venture that he's been doing, as of recently. But what do you think, AZ, of Danny Trejo? Is he an inspiration for a lot of Latinos, you would say?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't even know he was a fighter until now, to be honest. I did not know he was a fighter beforehand, and I did not know that he went to prison before even he was a fighter.
Really?
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah, bro, he's involved with the sureños and all that.
Yeah, I find it crazy when
he was supposed to play in American Me?
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Watch it. It's pretty much based on like the sureños and stuff, the Mexican mafia.
Oh, okay, cool.
And he was supposed to play in that, but he decided not to because he actually had connections with the actual Mexican mafia. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So he's and I think they took it as disrespectful that Hollywood was like adding certain scenes. Like there's a scene where the guy gets raped,
Oh shit.
and they obviously don't want that image for their organization.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was supposed to play a role from what I've seen in on YouTube and stuff like that, and he decided not to because what ended up happening, bro, was the Mexican mafia was actually looking for like the director and some of these actors, bro. Like
to come
after it came out, yeah,
Really?
yeah, bro. So he avoided himself getting in the shitter there,
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, bro, he was involved in the gang world and the underworld and stuff like that. And again, he's coming from a addiction and I would say borderline gang banging, organized crime background. But again, he found his turning point in prison, which then gave him his start in Hollywood and now as an entrepreneur.
That's really awesome because it's really cool to see when somebody, even if you're not going down the right path, that no matter really what age you're at, you can really turn it around and really honestly become very, very successful.
Yeah.
And I feel like even if it's not to that extent of becoming, another Danny Trejo, it's still, in your own regards, you can still be successful.
Did you call him Danny Trejo before?
Huh?
Or would you just say Machete when you would see him?
Machete.
Yeah, I would always say Machete.
Yeah, Machete. For
like,
sure, Machete.
I think
remembering
for
the
a lot
name,
of us,
yeah, it was
at least
like,
for our generation, we just be like Machete.
Machete, yeah.
Yeah, bro. But man, I hope everyone's doing good out there. I hope these stories are a little bit motivational. You guys are getting some insight of what we find online about these people. And again, we're just showing our respects and telling you about Mexican Americans, Chicanos that have found success in the United States as motivation. I think most of us, we get belittled a little bit by our family. Our family might not believe in us, but just remember that there's tons of us that are successful. There's a lot of us that are successful. And if we could take anything from them, is be resilient, get your mind mentally tough, and build discipline. I think that's what they all have in common. Out of the three, Arturo Moreno, Dan Pena, Danny Trejo, they all been resilient. They've all had discipline, and they've all found a way to really laser in and focus on their craft, their career paths. But with that being said, all money in, no money out. Stay dedicated, stay motivated, and we'll see you on the next Milano Welcome. Don't be a little bitch.